Welcome to the League of Legends Champions.
Yeah, my turn. Welcome to League of Legends Support Spotlight featuring Lilia. Yell player support. Lilia is a fawn, a really shy fawn in the Yonyan forest. She is also Nico and Hecarim's love child. No, she's not, but I mean, Eh? Eh? Her abilities are pretty decent. She has an AoE ability, a spammable ability, an AoE ability, burst, a soft CC, an AoE ability, a global ability, a hard CC, and did I mention she has an AoE ability? She is an AP bruiser top lane or jungle with decent mobility and decent damage. She can potentially carry games. Her playstyle revolves a lot in trades and kiting as a melee champion, and her being a pseudo tank. But we ain't about that life because we play support. On to why she can support, the breakdown of her abilities. I know you already know her abilities, but just in case. Her passive Dream Laden's Bow. Lilia's ability applies Dream Dust, dealing 5% of the target's maximum health as magic damage over 3 seconds, capped at 40 to 100 damage against monsters based on level. Basically, Leandry's other passive. Nothing too special. Moving on, her Q, Blooming Blows, is a spammy whirly twirly that goes. Her Q gives a stacking movement speed. Prance stack for 5 seconds, which stacks up to 5 times whenever she lands an ability. Yes, it is a stacking movement speed, but there's more. Lilia swings her sensor, dealing magic damage to enemies around and deals bonus true damage on the outer rim with a cooldown of 4 seconds. Sounds familiar? Eh? Remember Darius Q? Yeah, same vibe without the healing part. Think about it for a second, she has a stacking movement speed, and this is especially nice when trading in bot lane since the range is actually decent. During teamfight, she can basically prance around dishing AoE damage with Q alone, especially when everyone is ignoring you. I should also mention that she has a permanent mobility boost during teamfight. Yup, I would like to talk about her W, but first, E. Don't ask me why. Her E is a global ability. It's a seed that Lilia loves and rolls indefinitely until it hits an enemy or collides with the terrain, dealing damage in a cone, slowing them for 3 seconds and revealing them for 2 seconds. When in base, you can line up shots to potentially help bot lane or top lane because it can slow an enemy. You can also line up shots from the river from bot to top or vice versa. It doesn't reach all the way, but hey, it's helping. Yeah, you may steal a few CS here and there, or even a scuttle, but it's fine because you're helping. While in lane, this is actually surprisingly hard to hit at first since you have to keep in mind that Lilia loves the seed, kinda like Ziggs Q, but this is also your bread and butter in the early game. As support. Don't underestimate the damage, since 70 may not look like much, but with passive, it's a different story. Smack him a few times and the damage adds up. Now, her W. This the ability that goes. Lilia rushes forward and deals magic damage in an area, and enemies in the center take 200% magic damage. 200% magic damage. This thing deals so much damage at early level. Like what? This is your move that will make you an effective support. This especially works well when your ADC has a hard CC. Once they get hit with that CC, it's pretty much over for them. It also punishes people that play too aggressive. How? First you get them comfy, then you let them walk up a bit towards you, then you hit them when they least expect it and make them regret of the life choices they made and assert dominance in the lane and remind them whose lane it is. Her W hits harder than you, smashing the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much, I would really appreciate it. And finally, her ult. An AoE hard CC. Wait, global CC. Lilia casts a magical lullaby over all targetable enemy champions affected by Dream Dust, rendering them drowsy for 1.5 seconds, which slows them by 25% to 50%, increasing over the duration, after which they fall asleep for 2 to 3 seconds based on level. You got that? Basically something like Zoe's bubble, except that previous enemy you hit for the last 5 seconds gets to be affected. Her ult is so versatile it can be pretty much used for anything. Jungler comes in for a gank, just Q, ult, then run away. ADC out of position, ADC goes bye-bye. Carry out of position, carry goes bye-bye. And I can't stress this enough, ADC out of position, ADC goes bye-bye. During team fights, everyone goes night-night. But where's the global part, you may ask? This ability is technically a global ability when paired with E. Yes. And since E can deal AoE damage, we can potentially CC a whole team from across the map. You may also wonder how do you escape a gank 3-6 since she has no peel or anything for escape. And to that I say, bait your ADC. Easy peasy. Or be a good guy, grab the jungler's attention for a bit, hit him with any ability, and make them regret that you're not worth chasing because of, permanent mobility boots. For runes, you might want to take Electrocute, Cheap Shot, Zombie Ward, Relentless Hunter, then either take Conditioning and Overgrowth, Transcendence and Scorch. Or whatever you want, cause I'm not your mom. And then Adaptive Damage, Armor and Armor, or Magic Resist and Magic Resist. Again, I'm not your mom. Now there are 2 item builds for her depending on your taste. But for core items, you want the Relic Shield, Boost of Swiftness, the Ludens Echo, because why be contented with a bursty ability when you can have a bursty item? Oh, and also the antis. Then, you just go for whatever you want. Personally, I build defensive items like Abyssal Mask or Visage and Deadman's Plate. Or, get a Rod of Ages and Rylai's and be an obnoxious piece of So, can Lilia support work? Yes. Yes, she can. She's actually a pretty decent support and excels at early and late game. You have a poke with a slow that's a global ability, a spammy ability to trade with, a burst, and an AoE CC that can turn the tide of a teamfight to your favor if used correctly. Honestly, she can be a pocket pick if you main Lilia and get auto-pulling support, and I rate her as 1 EQ out of 1 Hecarim. And that's the video. I hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe. Woo!